Okay, welcome back to Rick's Radio Conversions. Today we have our Toombs Lincoln Continental AM 8-track radio with built-in fader and balance, and we're going to go through all of those modes. So right now we're in FM, and as you can see, the tuner works as it did before. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show the FM seek mode, or the scan mode. So take your tuner and you go from 12 to 2, two quick repetitions, and the LED light will start blinking, and digitally we'll start scanning across the dial. So let's check it out. So this is yellow. It's kind of hard to see in the fluorescent light. See, now we're scanning across. And we'll let it do it more. So if you like that station, you grab your tuner, 12 to 2. And then it'll start flashing extremely fast. Once it stops, that means you're locked in. So the station now is somewhere over here. We might have missed it.
Buddy, A to Z is...
Yep, there we go. So it picked the strongest stations and scanned across. That's what that just did. So now we're going to go try aux mode. Take your volume knob off and on again real fast. So now the LED is green, and there's a CD player playing back there. And that's how that works. Off on again. LED is red, and we're in AM. So we've got a rainstorm right now and a lot of clouds, so not much on AM. Volume knob off and on again. Back to FM. So that's the AM FM aux input portions of it. So while we're here, we're going to demonstrate the different controls. So bass and treble kind of work as they did before. Up here you have your balance, right? And here is the fader, rear, fronts. I don't know if you can actually hear the music moving around, but that's kind of cool that for the 4 stereo output you can control all 4 outputs. Pretty neat. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pair the Bluetooth. Grab your volume and you twist 12 to 2.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
And there you go. There's your BT 2.6. And I don't know if
Connected.
there you go, Bluetooth connected. So now, as you can see, we're streaming, no wires. And if you didn't like that song, up on the dial. Now we're fast forwarding. Let's say if you wanted to hear that again. Now, if you're doing the complete hands-free and you wanted to stop streaming, you can grab your volume control, 12 to 10. So you just kind of saw that, put the pause thing on there. Bluetooth is orange. So now this thing is kind of pulsating. We wait about 10 seconds and we'll go back to the radio. There we are. So that's the streaming portion. Some other features, there's a microphone that you're gonna get. You're gonna plug into the side. Ours is right here. So you can say things like, "Hey Siri, what is the weather out?"
It's currently cloudy and 64 degrees in Virginia Beach. Expect thunderstorms and rain starting tonight with mixed conditions for the rest of the day. Temperatures will be fairly consistent, averaging about 63 degrees.
And then we'll go back to the music. So you can do the turn-by-turn directions with the Google Maps or whatever device you use for driving. The music will pause, and then the driving direction would say turn right, turn left, or all those different things. And that's how that works. So now we're going to do the ATrack. And we have a little AC/DC. We'll slide that in. We'll cycle through with the program, volume knob. And that's your ATrack. Once again, you control left to right. Front to rear. And that also is green as well. The ATrack also shares the same circuit as the aux input. That's kind of how we get around using that via the audio switch inside the ATrack. As the ATrack goes in, it actually is taking away from the CD player and then putting the audio from the ATrack into the Aurora design board. So that's kind of it on how the whole system works there, Vertum. Once again, thanks for staying with us. It literally took 2 radios to make one. In fact, when we were doing the final assembly, the actual little light holder in there kind of failed on the original unit. So this light is on right now, but it is like the factory to where if the lights were off, the lights would be off, lights on, and the light comes on. Same thing if the unit, and one of my favorite songs there, Back in Black. So we'll take this out. Back to radio mode. Oh, look at that. That's kind of strange. We just had AC/DC in there, and now AC/DC is on 93.7 Bob FM. Cool. So we're going to turn this off, and as you can see from the factory, same thing, that the indicator bulb is on if your headlights are on. That's very strange. Other than that, that's been it for Tomb. So we're going to turn this off, and we'll turn power down, and we're going to go over a little bit of the actual radio itself. So, like your AM/FM unit, you're going to get the Aurora Design. You'll get the Aurora Design harness that goes into the car. This is what you're going to splice into the vehicle. So for the ATrack, we have two power wires. We have one that runs the actual Aurora Design board and another that runs the ATrack. So if the ATrack ever fails, you know, hopefully it never will in 100 years, but if it ever did, the radio would still work as advertised. So that's something that we kind of do here. And everything will be labeled for you. In a sense, what we've done is this blue wire, which typically is your amplified, turn amplifier on or power antennas and things like that. This will drive the ATrack. So you're going to wire that to 12 volt switched on your fuse box. Once again, that'll all be labeled for you. And just like before with the last video we did for your AM/FM, 8 speaker wires. The red will go to any good switched 12 volt. Black goes to a good ground, and then the orange wire will go to your headlight switch. Unfortunately, with this radio, we could not go back and splice into the original plug like we did on the AM/FM because both of them were corroded. And that's one thing you don't want to have is that corrosion building up inside the actual plug and stuff like that. So my recommendation to you is just to kind of cut that end off of the harness and then splice the orange wire in, and you'll have, you know, what you have here. And then on the side here, mic, aux input, push button we don't use. And your LED, like we said before in the last video, you're just going to use this for a little while, and then you'll get used to everything. And really, you're only going to really use this if you ever use the scan mode. If you don't do the 12 to 2 very smartly, it may not scan. So that's what you use this for a little bit, and then you can just tuck that up underneath the dashboard and kind of be done with that. Other than that, that's it. Everything's been rebuilt inside for the ATrack, new belt, custom preamplifier board, as you kind of heard it, very, very loud for ATrack. So that's what we have for you today, and we greatly appreciate you sticking with us here for Tomb. It's been a pleasure. We'll be in contact soon to box up both your radios. You probably get 3 boxes. You'll get both radios, and then the MPX unit will probably go in another box because it's rather large as well. That way you'll get 3 boxes. And other than that, that is it. We greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video and want your radio converted, please call Rick's Radio Conversions at 757-716-9305. Find us on Facebook, also at ricksradioconversions.com. Thanks. Have a great day.